All right, guys, so here we have our OEM JZX90 non-turbo radiator. It's the automatic. So you got the transcooler lines on there. Now, top of here is plastic. You feel me? So mine cracked like a little dry rot section area, majiggy. So you see how, all right, you see how you see these little lines? It was basically pissing coolant, you know what I'm saying? And I tried to like weld it. So don't judge me, tried to weld it. But that didn't work, it just kept coming through the welds. As you can see the little coolant mark right there. No matter what I did, I'd use a couple different plastic welds and it would just coming right through it. Like, I don't know why. I let it cure, I put layers on it, it still came through. Now, the only option is, like, realistic option that I found was to get it off, I forgot what website, but it was like $600 with the new hoses shipped, and I would have to wait like 3 weeks. Didn't want to do that and spend that much money, especially like not right now. You feel me? Pockets wasn't really hitting like that. So I decided, by the way, if you guys do want custom decals, I got you. But I didn't want to have to wait that long to get it. So did some research as far as the dimensions go to see if I could find something else that fit. The route that I decided to go, so I found a Cressida radiator, and the Cressida radiator was almost the same dimensions, right? The coolant lines is at the bottom in the same spot. These was a little different, like, you know what I mean? I think this was on this side, but I figured it could make it work with a different hose or whatever. I also bought 2 electrical fans to add to it because, you know, to get rid of the clutch fan while I'm at it. Now, let me show you guys what I did. So here's the Cressida radiator. Let me show you guys the difference, so you kind of have an idea. So the Cressy radiator, as you can see, the bottle is on the same side, but it's more over here, you know what I'm saying? So mocked it up, seeing that it could possibly work. If you are gonna change your clutch fan, so I didn't change my clutch fan, as you can see. I kind of modified the shroud to work because, you know, the best cooling comes from the stock fan, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, for performance upgrades, you know what I'm saying, you probably would want to change the clutch fan, but I don't need no horsepower. This shit is slow as already. So put this in on the bottom. I wish I could show you. I wish I made a video before. Okay, so I could probably add in another clip where at the bottom there are 2 holes that the stock radiator sits in right here, right? On both sides. On the Cressy radiator, it comes in here in the middle, but I also welded one of this little tabs on one side of it, one is like a little metal rod to sit in that hole where the stock one was. I only did it on one side, just so at least it could hold it. You feel me? It's not gonna go nowhere once that one side is in. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it. Also, the coolant temp sensor is not on this one. So honestly, for real, if you don't feel like going through the trouble, I think it made sense because I paid let's call it $170 after taxes for this radiator. I bought a new hose. This hose was like $18. So we're at $200, you know what I'm saying? Remember, we're going up against $600. So we had, you know, $200 right there. And the fans that I got was $30, which I didn't end up using, so I might just send that back. So we're at $200. The coolant was $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $100. $1 11, so call that $12, $24. So $24 worth of coolant and the hose. So $220, and I was back on the road. You feel me? Everything works. I put back, there's a little baby fan down there, and this big fan, I'm not sure, they like primary, secondary or some shit. Here, like I said, this you could figure a way to mount back this this little bracket, because it's 2 brackets. This one is kind of off. They're both going to be a little off, so you could set one up, but then the other one is going to be off. So I zip tied the shroud to the this bolt right here on the car, so this bitch ain't going nowhere. You feel me? Like I said, this is the line for the whatchamacallit, for the coolant temp sensor. So it attaches here, plugs in here, runs down the shroud, and plugs into the sensor at the bottom. So I got the sensor bung welded. Oh, I bought a bung. That was $6. So the bung, welded that in, and then welded the rod to where it lines up with this hole. So what I did is put the radiator, and under the bottom I marked a hole where that rod would need to be, and that's what saved me basically $400. You know what I'm saying? Well, I paid my boy, a few bucks, not too much, to weld the bung on there. So, you know what I mean, add that to it. But I did slice and dice this up. I ain't gonna hold you. You could get a little creative. If you do want to spend the extra $400, you know what I'm saying, you could just get and wait a month. You can get the JZX radiator that's gonna come in. The problem with these is that because it's non-turbo and not manual, I think the difference in radiator is going to be that coolant, the transmission cooler lines, like those are going to be off. So I'm not sure. That's just as what I'm assuming, but this works. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm full of aluminum. Got rid of this, so you know what I'm saying, this is all weak points. Somewhere along here is going to end up, and I think the bottom is plastic too, somewhere along is going to end up cracking at some point in time. So I think this came out pretty good for what it is. Drove the car, you know what I'm saying, bled the system, drove the car, and everything is good. So I just wanted to make this video just in case you guys, let me get this, probably going to be one of the screen grab majiggies, you feel me? But just in case you guys decide to upgrade your radiator, or if something happened and you have to upgrade the radiator, then this, I'll probably put a link in the description if you guys want to get the same one. This from Amazon, like I said, $170, $20. The coolant was another $20. They could call it $25. And then have my boy weld the bung, which the bung is $6. Have my boy weld the bung on there, just so I could plug in my coolant temp sensor back in there, and we're back up and running, guys. So hope this video was helpful for somebody that is also looking for the same help, because I was looking and I didn't find nothing. Nobody even knew. Like, I think I asked on the JZX forums, and somebody said, dude, you just gotta buy it from Japan. And I'm like, damn. So there was no replacement. There's no OEM, hey, you could get it from an IS300 or GS, whatever, none. So going aluminum was the best way for me. So yeah, hope this helps, guys. Thank you for watching.